Hey guys, my name is Ugo, your name is Bless. Now today we're going to be talking about why a credit score is important. Now, a credit score, you've heard it bandied about, you've heard it around like, what's this thing? Do I have a credit score? Why is it important? I never knew these things, they never taught it to me in school, X, Y, Z. Now it's true, they probably didn't, but it is what it is at this point in time. So that's what we're here, that's why you clicked on the video. Now, a credit score. Now, a credit score is essentially the score itself is a number that reflects your credit worthiness. Basically, long story short, whether a lender, a bank, or somebody is willing to lend you or work with you in a certain capacity. Now, why I say lend or work is because there's people like your workplace can check your credit report. Landlords check your credit report not to lend you money but to see if that you are in good standing, or other people basically verify you as a good individual to lend out or let a room to. Now, as I said, a credit score is just a reflection of what is the more important thing, which is your credit report, which details all your information from where do you live, the number of accounts you have, all your financial and legal and some legal connections. Most legal connections come with a financial connection to some extent. So if you have a joint account with a loved one, you guys are financially linked. Now, this is important because it is the only way banks, lenders, and lenders is a general term. Your phone provider is a lender, your utilities provider is a lender, gas, electricity is a lender, Wi-Fi is a lender, car insurance is a lender, provided you do it monthly, and all these things come into feeding it into whether they're going to allow you to use those products, and they also affect the price. Now, when these guys check your credit report, this is essentially them looking up your file, pulling it up, being like, okay, is this person worthy enough, or well, not worthy enough, but yeah, that's basically it. Does everybody else verify this person enough to give out whatever product you're looking for? Now, credit is important because whether you like it or not, it's a function or a tool used in society for us to kind of navigate. And that's the reason why those who don't have any form of credit feel that they're financially savvy. They don't have a credit card, they don't have an overdraft, they don't have nothing in their name. They haven't registered to vote because they don't like the government. But you find, they struggle very much in the long term. In the short term, they're very okay, but in the long term, when they want to do most things, similarly like buying a home, buying a car on finance, getting a phone contract. If you do get car insurance, if you do it, your prices will be higher. If you do get utilities, your prices will be higher. A lot of these things will be higher purely for the fact that you are not, you don't have a good credit score. And that's the reason why that is essentially what happens when you put an eligibility checker, or especially when you go on to comparison sites. So when you do compare the market or any of these things, they do a soft search of your credit report and then basically reflect the prices on that. That's the reason why you and your friend could be addressing a car to the same place, have the same information, but are getting slightly different prices. It's purely down to your individual credit report. Now, everybody in the UK, America, or whatever, but we're talking specifically the UK, has a credit report. And yes, there are people who collect all your information. So yes, the truth is we are being watched. We always were being watched before. We always knew we were being watched. Have you just been like, hey Siri, or hey Google, or okay Google? The next thing it pops up. And there are 3 credit scores that you have. You have a credit score with Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. These things are important for you to check and make sure that the information is up to date, and that if it's not up to date, it's important for you to go and update that so that they can follow the proper channels so that you can stay up to date across there. Because parallel to the credit reference agencies, there's fraud prevention agencies that verify your information. So best ways of you, first of all, the best thing for you to do is that if you've never checked your credit score, go and check it. It does not affect your credit score by checking it. Experian provides you a free credit score every month, or you go to mse.com/credit club and sign up. You get a free credit report as a full report. TransUnion gives it a credit report, and you can get that weekly for free by Credit Karma. And then you got Equifax that also, I don't know their process of giving it for free, not in terms of them directly, but just sign up to Clear Score or Money, is it Money Supermarket? there's another one, but credit score is the best basically. And then you get your now it's weekly. It used to be monthly. You get your credit report and your credit score there, and that way you can see if the information is correct. I've corrected information on mine to make sure that everything is good, and then it bumps up, etc. The number of your accounts, how much in debt are you, how much are you not in debt. Now look, the irony of a credit score is that you have to have some form of credit in order to have a credit score, and if you don't have any, that's the reason why you have a poor one. A lot of people come out of university seeing that they have a good credit score purely for the fact that they may have been the one with bills in their name. And this is, credit score is one of the things you should protect, but don't go too OCD about it. But it's a very important thing. It's one of the things that will determine whether you will be able to get a home or not a home, and also determine the rate. It's also the, in terms of even opening a bank account, XYZ, in terms of getting a credit card, in terms of getting any of these products that you kind of need to navigate the society, especially if you're trying to move up on the totem pole as opposed to just stay stagnant. So hopefully this enlightened you why your credit score is important. Just to kind of reiterate why it's important. This thing can stop you from getting a job. It can stop you from getting accommodation. It can stop you from getting a house. It can stop you from getting a car, a house, a bank account, a credit card, your overdraft. If you're a student, when they say up to, it's because of your credit score. That will determine whether, if you have a good credit score, that will determine whether they'll give it up to 2,000. You're not guaranteed that. You might stay with 500 for 3 years because you had a bad credit score. Getting a student account, you need credit score. Getting car insurance, credit score. And even the utilities, water bill, Wi-Fi, phone bill, you can either be stopped from getting these things because you don't have a good credit score, or you could end up having a more expensive time and you may end up paying more. Loans, you might need a loan, credit score. You might not be able to get one with a poor credit score, and you'd have to now go to people who are basically loan sharks, who will give you a loan at 50% interest, or 30% interest, or something ridiculous. Never got to pay their loans. A credit score is so important to your financial viability within the society that we live in. And ultimately, whether you envision a different kind of society, you need to simultaneously look to the future where you want us to go, but also be able to play in the reality that we live in. And if you choose to not live in that, then you will possibly struggle. So credit score is very important, and for all the financial goals you have, it could be very much a big hindrance in your ability to succeed in them. So hopefully I've come and I've helped you understand why a credit score is important to your life, and hopefully you have an amazing day. So hopefully you're smiling, shining and thriving, as opposed to just surviving. So have a blessed day. My name's been Ugo. Hit the like button, subscribe, comment if you want to, and let me know if there's any other things or any other questions you want to have answered. Have a nice day.